Happy New Year. It is 2022 and I'm excited more than I have ever been about life, about business, about the possibilities that you and I have to take our mountain, to go where we're supposed to go, to be who we're supposed to be, to experience what we are supposed to experience. So tonight, I want to talk to you about the 30-day challenge. The 30-day challenge. I'm not going to be promoting and advocating resolutions. I'm not going to be telling you you got to have these lofty goals, although you should. I'm not going to tell you anything other than a strategy that I know if you will implement, it works. And all I'm asking is to try it. Just try it for 30 days. Try it for 30 days. You'll feel better. You'll look better. You'll act better. You'll earn more, enjoy more, experience more. You'll have a better life if you'll just give this strategy that I'm going to show you, these principles. If you'll just do this for 30 days, you will be amazed at what you can accomplish. You know, Tony Robbins said, we act consistently with our view of who we truly are. We act consistently with our view of who we truly are, whether that view is accurate or not. I don't know how you view yourself. I don't know what you think about yourself, but I'm telling you, once you understand that you were made by, from, and for the purposes of greatness, that you're not a cosmic accident, that you just didn't show up on planet Earth because lightning struck a mud puddle and you crawled out of it billions of years later, but you're a meaningful, significant, not a wandering generality, that you have a reason to be in this season for such a time as this. I'm telling you, when you grab a hold of what's trying, since the foundations of the world, grab a hold of you, you will face any challenge, any obstacle, anything in front of you with zest, with ambition, with full of vigor and energy to take whatever you need to take. So I promise you, give me just a few moments here, just a few moments. Try this. I'm telling you, what do you have to lose? What do you have? What I'm about to show you is not going to cost you anything. You're not going to enroll in anything. You're not going to get involved in anything. You're not going to buy anything. You are just simply going to take a hold of some principles, some easy to do principles. Yes, it's a challenge because anything that's different than the status quo, just getting up out of the chair sometimes is a challenge. Listen, now hear me. Some of you just getting out of the bed in the morning right now because of life situations and circumstances is a challenge. You know, what is a challenge for one person might not be for another. So we're all coming at this at different perspectives. We're all coming at this from different areas of life. So I don't want to pretend that, you know, I'm not whistling, you know, daisies here. I'm not saying everything is perfect for everyone. I want to be true and honest with you and transparent. I understand some of you because of the politics, the pandemic, the everything, the pandemonium that's gone on for, it has taken an emotional, psychological, spiritual, physical toll on a lot of people. So I want to be real with that. But here's the good news. You don't have to stay there. Here's the good news. What you are experiencing today can be drastically different and better tomorrow. So just give me 30 days. Just try this for 30 days. And I promise you it will work. You know, as many of you who have followed this podcast know, I've been on this health journey for, since late 2019, starting in 2020. And I was at the gym yesterday, or on the 1st, actually, January the 1st, I got up in my normal routine, go to the gym, and I'm sitting there, and I just got off of the treadmill and doing my strength training and stuff that I do, my routine, and I'm drinking my protein shake and just sitting there sort of resting a little bit and trying to get caught up. And one of the members there at the gym came in, and he knows that I'm a podcaster and I'm one of these motivational type guys and all that other stuff. And so he was interested in knowing, what is Terry Wilson's resolutions this year? What is his goals? And so he came up to me and just plopped down beside me on the, footrest there at the chair that I was sitting at. And he goes, all right, let me have it. What's your resolution this year? And I just laughed. I said, man, I ain't got time for any resolutions this year. I'm still working on 2020's resolution. And I was just laughing and all that. And I took this selfie here, if you're watching the online podcast, simply to remind me of that moment. And it was, the moment is this: resolutions don't work. They just don't. Decisions work, but resolutions don't. According to a recent study conducted by Forbes magazine, 80% of people who make New Year resolutions quit before the month of January is over. 80% of people who make a resolution quit before the month of January is over, according to Forbes magazine. There are 5 main reasons, according to this study, that this happens, and I want to get into it tonight, because if we can avoid these 5 reasons, then I have a feeling that we might be on the way of actually accomplishing that which we are called to accomplish. The reason number 1 is goals are not realistic. You know, it's funny, in our business here, in our coaching, career coaching and stuff like that, we work with individuals all the time that's wanting to start some new business, startup plan they've got here, or maybe they don't want to start an entire business, they just want a side hustle. But inevitably it comes down to this: well, what's your income goals? Well, I'm going to make $500,000 a year. Well, what's the most you ever made? $40,000 a year. Okay, here's the deal. You can make that. You can make $500,000 a year. You can make $1 million a year. But the distance between 40 and 500 is a little bit. There are some skill sets, some mindsets, and some activity that I guarantee you're going to have to be willing to go through to get from point A to point B. It is a huge jump. And hear me on this. When I set the goal from 40 grand to 500 grand, it's not that it's a bad goal, but if that's my New Year's resolution, and in 2 weeks in, I'm trying to do this and I haven't made but $1 extra, I'm going to get discouraged, and what's going to happen? I'm going to quit. However, if my current state of affairs is 40 grand and I like to up that by 60 grand this year, then I break the extra 20 down into 12 months. What does that look like? And I break that down into weeks, and I break that down into days, and then I start developing a plan of strategies. And the distance between there and there is going to be a lot more, in my mind and in my heart and in my emotions, an easier leap to go to. Therefore, it stands to reason that I'm not just going to give up, throw my hands up, and quit after month 1 of my New Year's resolution is over. So I can see how that, just in my own experiences in career coaching and counseling and helping startups develop, a strategy, a business strategy, you've got to set goals that are realistic. Number 2, you got to have a plan of action. And most people that start these resolutions, the study shows, they have no plan. It's just a wish. It's just a goal. It's just a dream. It's just something, man, I'd like to lose 100 pounds. Okay, then how are we going to do it? Well, I'm just not going to eat anymore, and I'm only going to eat this particular type of food. And all of a sudden we get into these crazy, I'm going to buy this pill, through lotion, or potion, this new fad or whatever. And it might work for 30, 60, 90 days, but then it becomes unsustainable. And you're right back where you were, or worse. So the plan of action either isn't made, or it's a plan that is not tried true and is going to be something that's going to sustain the success you want. Number 3, habits are not formed. Habits are not formed. And let me tell you something. The most powerful thing that you can create for yourself is a habit. Let me tell you right now, I am where I'm at in both bad and good because of habits. I go to the gym every day because it's a habit. I don't do the things I ought to do still because, well, I don't have a habit to do it. I have a habit to do opposite. Habits are powerful. And the moment I can work on creating good habits is the moment I'm going to start finding sustainable longevity in success in that area. Number 4, lack of support. Lack of support. They found that a lot of people that start out on these, resolutions, they just don't have a support system to keep them accountable. Accountability is huge. Number 5, the 5th reason is goals are not tracked. Oh, that's important. Your goals are not tracked. Where did I start? Where am I at? Where's the distance at? And because you need that daily affirmation and accountability and confirmation that the plan is working, stick with it. So those are the 5 reasons this study has shown that most people are not successful and will fail in resolutions, and why most people, the resolutions just don't work for them. So tonight, I want to talk to you about the 30-day challenge, and more importantly, the difference in what I'm going to be giving you tonight versus just setting a goal, having a resolution, and going after it. The difference is this: number one, goals that we will set will be realistic because we aren't starting with the reward that our goals will bring, but the cost, or quote unquote, the challenge we are willing to accept to have them. Think about this. The title of this podcast, the title of this training, what we're talking about is a challenge. I didn't start off with $500,000 this year, or an extra 10 grand this week, or lose 50 pounds in the next 30 days. No, that's all the reward. That's what gets people hyped up. I get it. But what keeps you is understanding the cost before you build the house. Count the cost before you build the house. If you do that, what you will do is then sustainable. So I'm starting out sober-minded, clear-hearted, thinking about this from a very analytical way. What is it going to cost me? So when I'm thinking about losing weight, when I'm thinking about getting healthier, then I don't start with a goal of I want to lose 100 pounds. I start with my goal is for 6 days a week minimum, I'm going to be on some sort of exercise machine at the gym for 1 hour a day. 1 hour a day, 6 days a week, I'm going to be doing. I don't care if I lose weight. I don't care if I gain weight. I don't care what. This is what I'm challenging. I'm accepting this challenge, and I'm going to accept it for the next 30 days. See the difference? So number one, the goals will be realistic. Number two, we are starting with a plan to achieve our goals rather than just the energy to achieve. I'm a motivational guy. I love motivation. I love Zig Ziglar. I love Tony Robbins. I love, all of these guys that get me hyped up and get me motivated and really excited about doing things. And energy is important. I'm not poo-pooing it. But energy alone will not get you to the finish line. Okay? But understanding a plan and executing on that plan and being committed to that plan because I made a decision, this is what I'm going to do. That's what gets me to where I want to go. Number three, we're committing to doing this for the next 30 days in order to form habits, to see results, and establish confidence to continue. Confidence is important. Right now, you have no confidence in doing whatever it is, this big dream, this big goal. You don't have the confidence because you're not confident you'll make that extra. If you're that $40,000 guy wanting to make $500,000 a year, you don't have confidence you can do that. But all I'm asking you is have the courage for the next 30 days to start on this path. Have courage. Because at the end of the 30 days, if we can execute on a plan, have courage you can lose that weight. Have the courage that you can develop a better relationship, mend that relationship. Whatever it is you're trying to do, have the courage just to start. I know you don't have confidence it's going to happen. Just have the courage to start. And give it 30 days. Because if you have a plan, if you have a way to track it, if it's something that's achievable, okay, and it's trackable, and you get accountable to the system and some people in your life, a network of people, then in 30 days, here's what's going to happen. You're going to look back and you're going to say, hey, I'm not making $500,000 a year, of course, but I said my goal this year is just to earn an extra 20. And so far, I normally make this at the end of the month, and I've already made this. I'm on track. Maybe not to make 60, the full 60, but I'm on track to make 48 if I did this every month. So I've already improved my yearly income by $8,000. So now what's happening? That courage is turning into confidence. I have confidence that I can do this. This plan will do it, and this is the tools that get me there. I have the confidence that going to the gym, doing this activity for this long, at least is, I had no confidence when I started this journey that I was going to lose any weight because I've tried all kinds of things. But giving it 30 days, just doing this, and this, all of a sudden feeling better, looking better, and losing the weight. I was like, whoa, I went from courage to a little bit of, I have a little bit of confidence in this. And that confidence is what you build, that confidence, it sustains it. Number 4, this challenge is for all TW3 members. So if you're a TW3 member on here today, I'm going to give you some real actionable stuff to do in your business. But this also can be used in any group outside of business. It can be done in health. It can be done in mindset. It can be done in relationships. It can be done in your spiritual life. It can be done in all walks of your life. These principles will work in number 5, the difference between a 30-day challenge and just a regular old resolution is by breaking our activity up in 30-day increments, it can be easily tracked and charted. But just keep in mind, I'm not asking you to look a year down the road. I'm not asking you to look 2 years down the road. I'm not even asking you to look 90 days down the road. Just give this 30 days. 30 days. If you'll do this, I promise you, you're going to be happy you did it. So here are the areas that we're going to be looking at. Financial. That's one area I want to talk to you about. Being organized, getting organized, decluttering. Social, your social activities and relationships. Your physical health. Your mental health. Your time management. And of course, this is a business show, so I'm going to put in your business as well. So these 7 areas is what we're going to be working on. I'm going to give you a 30-day challenge in each one of these areas. Some of these areas, I'm not even going to work on that. That's not my goal. Don't take it. But I thought here are 7 areas that at least one of these areas is going to be in your life. And these are just some ideas that you can implement. Maybe the numbers and activity I'm giving you is too big. Lower it. Maybe it's too small. Raise it. However, it needs to be challenging. Okay. If it doesn't challenge you, then it's not big enough. But it needs to be small enough that you know that you can reasonably do it. Okay. Be sober-minded when you're looking at this. So let's get into it. Financial. First thing I want you to do, I want you the next 30 days, save an extra $500. I'm not asking you to save $1,000. I'm not asking you to save an extra $100. $500. Now, if you can save more than that, if that's not a big stretch, bump it up. If that's too big, if you're on a fixed income out there and you're on social services and SSI, or you're on some other thing, then that might need to drop to just $50 or $25, whatever it needs to be for it to be challenging to you, but obtainable. Make it happen. So save that extra $500, earn that extra $1,000. Now, some of you, that might sound impossible. Some of you's like, oh, good Lord, that's just picking up a phone and dialing and talking to an extra person a day. Whatever that looks like for you, but earn that extra $1,000, pay off one bill. Maybe you got a small credit card bill or something from the holidays, pay that off, a store bill or something like that. And for the next 30 days, no Amazon purchases, online purchases at all. Save your money. So save an extra $500, earn an extra $1,000, pay off a bill, and no extra Amazon purchases or anything else. And he's like, I don't know that thing about earning. Well, listen. Go drive for Uber. Go drive for DoorDash. Go drive for one of these grocery delivery services. There's so many opportunities out there that you can. One of my children works at Chick-fil-A, works for me, and works an extra couple hours a day, earning up to $100 a day or more, just delivering food. It can be done. So make it happen. Organizing. How can we get more organized? Well, here's one way. Clear an extra 10 trash bags of items. Clear an extra. Then the next 30 days, get 10 trash bags of items and clear it out. Old clothes, old toys, old items, old whatnots. Clear it out. If you haven't used it in the last 90 days or, whatever the season's in, if you clear it out, okay? Keep office clutter free. So just declutter your office. That's one of the things I'm going to do is I'm going to work on everything in my office just being decluttered, because this is my office. This is my podcast room. This is sort of like my man cave where I sit and watch ball games and stuff like that. And it can get cluttered up. I'm working on getting that decluttered and keeping it. That's the personal goal. List 2 items a day online to sell. You want to declutter? There are so many things I do not use anymore. Everything from cables to little widgets to USB things here and there, all kinds of stuff. They just pile up. I've got drawers and drawers and drawers full of stuff I do not use anymore. So I either need to put it in a trash bag, I need to list it online, or better yet, just donate it to, and I'm going to plan on donating 2 items a day. So that's 10 items a week that I'm taking down to the local place that we give donations and stuff. Social areas that I can do. I'm going to write a thank you to one person a day. One person a day I'm going to pick out and just thank them. Thank them for what they mean to me. Thank them for what they're doing for me. Thank them for the things they've done for me. Thank them for being in my life. Thank them for helping other people. Thank them for what they do to society, to the business community, the church community, the community at large. Just thanking people left and right. One person a day I'm going to pick out. I'm going to send them a private message on social media. I'm going to send them an email. I'm going to send them a text. I'm going to send them whatever, but I'm going to thank them. Number 2, I'm going to connect with one coworker or person at TW3 and just send them a special note saying, hey, congratulations, thank you, congratulations on your sale, congratulations on your new business, congratulations on enrolling, congratulations on whatever. But I am going to connect with one person within our network a day just to say thank you and welcome and connecting with them. Number 3, I'm going to speak to one stranger a day, which for a lot of people, that's huge. For me, not going to be a big deal because in the nature of the business I'm in, I'm always speaking to strangers, but I'm putting that out there for the general populace here. Get out of your comfort zone, get out there. People are not as mean and crazy as the media and everyone else would have you believe. Now, some of them are, but not all of them. What you will find is there's a lot of people, tons of people, just like you, just scratching their head saying, what happened to the world? Just get away from the nonsense that's on all the other places and get in front of real people and speak to them. Number 4, I'm going to compliment one person a day. I'm going to make it a point to compliment one person a day, whether that be at the gym, whether that be at a restaurant, whether that be at a store, whether that be at the library, whether that be at the church, whether that be wherever I'm at, complimenting one person a day. Number 5, I'm going to say no to more things to clear up my schedule to be able to do more things. So if you're wanting to improve your social life, if you're wanting to improve your social dynamics, then those are some things right there. You want to, I've always told my kids, you want more friends than be friendly. If you want to have good friends, then be a good friend. So those are things you can do. Want to improve your health? Here's something you can do. Go to the gym 6 days a week or 5 days a week or 4 days a week, but at least 4. But get to the gym, okay? I am doing, this is what I do, 40-minute cardio, 30-minute strength training or better. I at least do that. That's a little over an hour now, but I try to at least do that. Here's what I do, but you adjust it. I try to keep my calorie intake under 2,500 calories a day, and I try to start my routine before 9 a.m. in the morning. Now, those are my goals, just me personally, but you make your own, but however it fits, but get intentional about your health. And that means your activity. That also means about what you're eating. And just do it. Think about this. Just do it for the next 30 days. That's all. Don't get overwhelmed. Oh my God, there's one more thing that didn't. No. Just 30 days. We're going to do this, but write it down. Be intentional. This is what we're going to do. And don't worry about the weight. Don't worry about the physical stuff. Don't worry about anything, but all you worry about is just doing it. Just doing it. That's all you're concentrating on. And you're going to take solace. You're going to take gratitude. You're going to take all of your positive emotions and feelings and the fact that you accomplished it and did it, no matter what the results are now. But on a side note, the results are going to be great if you stick to it. So 30 days, go to the gym or exercise. You don't have to go to the gym, go walking, whatever, but do something and be intentional about what you're going to do. Do it for at least 30 minutes, at 45 minutes if you can do that. Hours best. Where you're male, female, figure out what should be your daily calorie intake and try to stick to that. And then try to start an early morning routine, because if you rule the morning, you rule the day. So try to do that. Mindset. Here's what I do. You do what you want to do. Number 1, I read or listen to 3 books per week. I'm going to read or listen, and in full transparency, I'm going to listen to an audiobook. But listen to it. I'm going to meditate 20 minutes a day, twice a day, once in the morning, once in the evening. I'm going to schedule 15-minute I'm going to schedule 15 minutes to face my stress. Now, hear me on this. It is human nature to want to bombard your mind with all the cares of this world. My faith teaches to, worry about nothing, but in everything, everybody knows that passage. I'm not trying to push that on you, but here's what I'm going to tell you. Because I know it's human nature, to try to constantly show me in my mind everything that I should worry about, here's what I do. I say, I'm going to take 15 minutes a day and I'm just going to consider and ponder all the things that's trying to stress me. And then in my own faith, I'm just giving it to the Lord. Lord, you know this. This is something I can't control. I need your help. Please take it. And I start thanking him for taking it. But here's something else. Here's the power of doing that. Because I have taken time every day and I've scheduled it, that I'm going to think about this for 15 minutes, the kids, the house, the wife, the church, the business, whatever area that there's a situation there that I would be tempted to worry about, whatever. Because in my mind, I know I've trained it. I get 15 minutes a day. All of a sudden, my mind stops bothering me throughout the day because it's almost like it knows, well, I'll get him at 9:30 tonight when he starts giving me the opportunity to wear on him a little bit. And so it's like I'm giving the devil his dues, if you will, that I'm just saying, okay. And I just start thinking about all the things that I could potentially be stressed about. And then I'm just turning it over. And it has worked for me. And I picked this up a few years ago from someone. And I tell you, if you're someone that just constantly is getting overwhelmed by worry and stress and fret, and then you hear pastors and teachers and different people of faith and everything else, so you shouldn't worry and all this. Well, and then you get frustrated. Well, how's that supposed to happen? And you feel less than because you do get tempted to worry and you do start worrying at times and this stress. Well, here's how you do it. I say, okay, I start negotiating with it. Okay. You need to worry a little bit. You gotta feel like you gotta to take on this stress a little bit. Okay, well, we're going to do it on my terms, and my terms are it doesn't happen till then. And all of a sudden, you start training your mind. It's amazing how when you get tempted to worry, you can say to yourself, "Well, I can think about this tonight at such and such," and all of a sudden, that part of you that says, "Hey, I'm not giving due diligence to the problem because I'm just like que sera, sera, and I'm just throwing it to the wind." That part of you that says, no, you need to carry this. All of a sudden it dissipates because it feels like, okay, he's giving me tonight, so that's my time. And then when you get there, you're prepped for it and you just say, okay, that's a real issue. That's a real issue. Oh, that issue I can control. So tomorrow, this is what I'm going to do. Oh, that issue I can't. And I give it to the Lord. Telling you, it works. It's good mindset stuff. So number one, listen to 3 books per week. Number 2, meditate to 20 minutes in the morning and at night, 2 times a day is what I do. Schedule 15-minute face-to-face stressors. And number 4, I journal daily gratitude. Daily gratitude. Lord, I'm thankful for this. Lord, I'm thankful for this person. Lord, I'm thankful for this situation. Lord, I'm thankful. It is amazing. And psychology backs this up. Of course, this is good theology, but you cannot be worried, stressed, and depressed and thankful at the same time. And so it is amazing when I start journaling and I'm intentional what I'm thankful for. It puts me in a healthy mindset that all of a sudden I don't feel entitled. All of a sudden I don't feel begrudging towards something else that didn't go right. I don't feel all these toxic emotions and stuff, because I'm telling you, gratitude is an anesthetic to everything that tries to turn me into someone that no one would want to do business with, no one would want to buy from, no one would want to be married to, no one would want to listen to. The best thing that you could do for yourself if you want to have greater impact, influence, and really start enjoying and experiencing more in life is develop an attitude of gratitude. It really will help. I don't know what number this is, but time management, the area of time management. What can we do? Well, number 1, we can limit our social media. So for the next 30 days, I'm going to intentionally keep off of social media, but only 30 minutes per day, 30 minutes a day, whether it's Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, LinkedIn, whatever, 30 minutes a day. 30 minutes a day is what I'm going to keep it to. I'm going to limit my TV time to 1 hour per day. I'm going to tell myself, and it's going to be a tough one, but I'm going to do it no screen time after 9 p.m. because I'm going to give my mind, my brain, every time it's time to start winding down before I'm going to bed. And number 4, and finally, I'm going to start the day with a schedule. I'm not going to just let the events of the day tell me where I'm going to be at what time and what I need to worry about now. I'm not going to be controlled by the onslaught of things coming into me, but I'm going to start the day off. This is what I'm going to do at this time. This is what I'm going to do at this time. This is what, and that way when things come to me, I can look at it and say, nope, you belong at 4 o'clock. I'm not even thinking about you till 4. So I'm going to start the day with a scheduled time in. I'm going to do that for the next 30 days. In business, if you're a TW3 member, here's some things just to give you an idea. That's some things you can do. Try it for the next 30 days and see what happens. I guarantee you will be. Number 1, I'm going to post a marketing piece per day. Okay. And that doesn't mean it necessarily has to be a paid per piece. It could be one of the free pieces. And it's one of the things that we show in the back office. You know, some of the strategies we show to post a marketing piece for free. I'm going to do due diligence to have 25 new business conversations per day. I want to be speaking to at least 25 people per day about new business I want to write. I want to have at least 5 closing calls per day. That's people that I've already spoken to about the new business. I've educated them. I've informed them. I've given them the content. And now we're circling back to have a conversation about closing. I'm going to have 5 of those. And number 4, I'm going to take 1 hour per day to learn. I'm going to take 1 hour per day. I'm going to learn about the blog system. I'm going to learn about, the funnel system. I'm going to learn about the phone system, the text system. I'm going to learn. I'm going to learn. I'm going to get in back office and look at the training modules. I'm going to try implementing some things in my business that I haven't done before, but I'm going to take the time to learn. Now, someone said, well, Terry, you're not doing any of that. That's just what you're telling us to do. What are you going to do? Here's what I'm doing. Here's my commitment for the next 30 days. I'm going to take 2 hours per day on new campaign strategies because that's what I do. And what that means is developing new sales narratives, ad copy, follow-up sequences, copy, write for ads, emails, and text, video content, and different targeted lead areas that I can focus on. That's what all that means. But that's all in alignment and congruent. I'm coming up with complete new marketing campaign strategies. I'm going to spend 2 hours a day focusing on that. The sales narrative, the ad copy, the follow-up sequence, the copyright for the ads, emails, and text, the video content, all of that makes a full campaign. I'm going to be focusing on that 2 hours a day. I promise you folks, if you'll do that 30-day challenge, it will change your life. And I have a feeling if you'll do it and you'll commit to it for 30 days, you'll be doing it for the next 335 days.